Futures trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. Content provided in this segment is meant for educational purposes and is not a solicitation to buy or sell commodities.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk. I am Cody. He is Andy, with Paige in the background, pushing the buttons, pulling the levers, keeping us all in line. We all make up the Tech Talk trio, coming to you live Tuesday afternoon. It's about 4:12 Eastern Time, 3:12 Central. Andy, how you doing?
I'm just waiting for you to say like whatever time it is in like
West Coast.
No, more like international, because it's Tech Talk's Glowing Global. Remember?
That's true.
What time is it on like the Prime Meridian right now? Like
That's what we need.
I feel like you should start a business and call it the Prime Meridian. Nobody will know what you do. It's just I work at the Prime Meridian.
Corporate shell company.
That just sounds cool. I don't know. I like the name.
That's fair. We had a couple of different requests today. Also one, from last week.
Yeah, we got a follow-up one from last week, and we've got two charts that basically it's the same thing. One's a spot market, one's off but it's just been like the hot ticket item.
So hot right now.
Spot butter, it's hot right now. I mean, I don't know. Could you call it hot? It's cold. It's like it's in a free fall, so it's like a hot potato. Nobody wants to hold it.
We're down 5.5 cents today. Limit down. We're going to look at it in a second, but futures limit down many of the months.
We looked at this before, so this is the spot market, right? And if I just draw this, we had this line basically right here with it. It's filling this gap from way back when, but also assuming we close here this week or lower. Yeah. So last week we did technically close. It was by just a hair there. Look at that guy.
Just a hair.
But we technically closed below this low last week. But then we always talk about it like, where does the next candle open? And does it cement that close? And it sure did this week, assuming we closed here this week. So it's only Tuesday, right? So we could
That's
just
right.
rip higher and then we're, whatever. But this response to closing into new lows for this, how far do you have to go back? You haven't seen it close this low last week since 2021. Yikes. I don't know what else to say other than yikes. So, and then this week so far opens lower. It's assuming we closed here or lower this week. I mean, you're going to stick that close. It's just, none of it looks good.
That's what somebody asked, like, where's the next testing point in butter? And I think you said it before, it's like catching a falling knife here.
I mean, you could make the argument that there is this guy right here, right? And you got to go way back. 185. Oh my gosh. When did you start working here?
9 years.
9 years. Of that 9 years, let's go take a look.
Yep.
You've been in the two handle, except for we had COVID, right? And that definitely depressed prices for the most part. But if you go back throughout your tenure, outside of COVID, we've been over $2
right.
For the most part. $2 has just been this number. But now you're encroaching on that number. It's getting a little dicey. Like I said, you close below this point right here. Haven't seen it close this low since 2021, and the market really accelerated once it got out of this gap. I mean, you could certainly argue this right there was a breakaway gap. Gaps are unfinished business. Yikes.
Yep. Yeesh.
It just looks weak. It's acting weak.
Yeah, if we just roll right into the futures, this might solidify everything that we were just talking about for butter.
Yeah. So this is October. This one came at request. I'm sure, if you look at like November, December, these are all going to look pretty similar. So that said, we're looking at October right now. I mean, you've just got a lot of classic stuff, right? I mean, you've got, look at this. Look at this guy. Bam. You have a nice head and shoulders that formed. Nice head and shoulders. And then once you broke the neckline here, I mean, it just turned into right here. I mean, gosh, it really cambered through it. It just hasn't looked back since.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about this is that this is a nice steady downtrend, right? It's not a free fall. It's, trying to kind of consolidate a little bit, breaks. Trying to consolidate a little bit, breaks. So you could argue that you could say, wave 1, wave 2. If this is wave 3, then you would add about an additional 25% to this. So you'd say like here plus some more, right? Which, let's just go back here for a second. What's current spot? Spot is 218.5. Let's just add that in real fast. So the spot market's telling us butter's roughly around here somewhere, right? Let's draw that across.
Correct.
Let's just take this bad boy. Let's just go like this. We'll add another one. Maybe kind of get ourselves close back to like 230. And then you'd probably, bang in a new lows. It wouldn't be as pronounced as wave 3, right? So I took that line and added it on. So let's just do this. you keep taking spot down, maybe building some premium to the futures. You've been here so long, right? But either way, it's certainly acting like there's more room to go, and it's a nice stair step down. It's a nice alleyway. Yikes.
So $2.10, $2 is probably next.
It sure feels like it. I mean, and like I said, there just isn't a lot here, like technically, that would suggest,
No.
depending on where you want to start drawing the downtrend, there's a couple different ways you could look at it. It's never really been tested. You haven't had like a breakout and consolidating and anything. I don't even think you could argue that all this price action down here, it's not really as valid because there's so, like, this is going back at near the inception of the contract, right? All this trade is just, there was no volume. There was barely any open interest. So you're getting this big break, but you're doing it on big volume days. We're getting record open interest for butter in general. Nice healthy downtrend on really good volume, big open interest.
I mean, even on a monthly, you got to go down to 230 to 233. And then we've kind of hit a little bit of a lull there the past couple of years. But until you get down there, it doesn't look like there's much stock in this market.
Yeah. And especially, again, we just looked at spot. Assuming we close here or lower this week. Last week, you had a new low close. This week, you're solidifying it, potentially. Right? And so, yeah, none of this looks good.
Cool.
No. You're going to be able to make cookies, cakes, and pies super cheap this year, man.
Super cheap.
All that butter you're going to be using to bake and just like lather stuff up with, you're just going to be like canoeing in it. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Lots of butter.
Lots of butter. Seems like it, at least. All right. Last one. This one came at request. This is a repeat from what, last week? This is coffee.
Ooh, got up to 400.
I think you pointed this out right here. Right there.
And we filled it.
This is a weekly. We filled it. And then look what happened after we filled it. Look at that.
Promptly broke.
That's definitely a sign of weakness, especially if you get an open. So it's only Tuesday. Like, you're getting a potential reversal here after filling this gap. Right? And you could argue that this has been like a V bottom. But again, like this commodity, when it hits 400, it just does not like that price at all. So to your point earlier, it filled the gap. Tried to get to what's the high so far this week? 398.80. So close.
So close.
Yeah. As soon as this thing gets to close to 400, it's only really had one close over 400. One. Look at all this time it's spent around that price too. To your point, it filled this gap. I don't know. This one came at request. Ye who shall not be named.
Yeah. Want to look back at coffee? Going to be an expensive year.
Maybe. I don't know. You could put butter in your coffee, I guess. Like, some people do that.
You could.
And that'll cheapen it up.
Is that paleo? Keto? Keto.
Didn't you do keto for a little while?
Yeah, a little bit. Probably jump back on that. Butter is going to be cheap enough. You might as well.
That's the dig way?
Might as well.
Might as well. Let's just start rolling into keto. I'm in. I don't know. Anything else you want to, I just, like, to me, it's like, I feel like it's kind of short and sweet. Like, butter looks bad. And then you fill this gap and it feels like it can come back down in coffee again. I will say, if you want to talk about the inverse of this real fast, you get a close over 400 and then open higher, kind of what we just saw in butter, but the opposite. That is what I think really causes this thing to really take off. I think you have to get that close over 400 and then open subsequently higher the next week. People got to think about it over the weekend. Yes, I'll pay over 400 for this. So
yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
I guess look out below with butter.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate everyone that wrote in asking about charts. And if you have anything for next week, please let us know. We would love to take a look at them. Feel free to call in, email, write, text, however you want to get a hold of us. If you have not already done so, please like and subscribe to the Ever.Ag YouTube channel. Check us out every week along with some of our cohorts that do a few more shows for Ever.Ag that are on daily, weekly, monthly. Check those out. Tell us how you like. Andy and I and Paige will be back with you guys next week, Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, we'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.
I love those old Adam West Batman. Those are so good.